The road to the 2022 Kentucky Derby continues, and this time we go to the Fairgrounds for the Gun Runner Stakes 2021. And you may be asking, I've never heard of this Gun Runner Stakes. Yes, it is a new stakes race. It is a points race, according to Churchill Downs, on the road to the 2022 Kentucky Derby. It is for 2-year-olds. It adds to the Fairgrounds stakes races, which you've already got the Lecomte Stakes, the Risen Star, and the Louisiana Derby. Of course, Churchill Downs owns the Fairgrounds, and the Gun Runner Stakes did attract a couple of impressive maiden winners, and I think the main focus of this field will be on 3 or 4 horses. But starting at the rail, you've got Epicenter, who won last time out at Churchill Downs. The big connections on Epicenter is this horse is trained by Steve Asmussen. He's sired by Gun Runner. Of course, this is the Gun Runner Stakes, and Steve Asmussen already doing well with Gun Runner progeny. You've got Wait a Minute Hayes, Rocket Dog, another impressive winner for Brad Cox. The 2-year-old drew off by 5 lengths in his most recent start. And then you've got Tahano Twist, who has picked up his Brisnet speed figures in the last couple of races. He's now up to that lower 90 speed figure mark, which this will probably take right around a 95 on the Brisnet scale to get the job done here in the Gun Runner Stakes. The top contenders going to be Rocket Dog, Epicenter, and Rich Strike. Now, Rich Strike was entered in the Springboard Mile. He scratched out of that race, going to run in the Gun Runner Stakes. And most likely, depending on who wins this race, I would say if either Epicenter wins or Rocket Dog wins, they may train up to the Risen Star and bypass that Lecomte Stakes, as you've already got Papa Cap, who leads the Kentucky Derby leaderboard. He is going to be pointing for that Lecomte Stakes. But taking a look at this race overall, Brisnet speed-wise, Epicenter had a 95 in his victory at Churchill Downs. Tahano Twist with a 94, and then Rocket Dog and Surfer Dude both with 90 Brisnet speed figures as their top Brisnet speed figure. Those are the main contenders for this race when you start to look at it from a speed figure standpoint. I think Epicenter and Rocket Dog both have the most room for improvement, as they are more lightly raced and top of the line pedigrees to improve, especially Rocket Dog. This will be his second start of his career. Now, Epicenter is most likely going to be on that front end, mainly because he has some good speed pace figures, and also he drew that rail. That may force their hand to go to the lead in this spot. Surfer Dude has also been up close to the pace recently in his most recent races. Now, the presser is going to be Tahano Twist, Kevin's Folly, and Rocket Dog. I use that a little bit more loosely with Rocket Dog because, again, as I always mention, you can look at the speed figure video that I did at the link above. But whenever I talk about lightly raced horses, horses with 3 starts or less, a lot of times their running style is still kind of to be determined, and sometimes horses can just outclass a field in their maiden victory. So until they face winners, you don't really know where their running style kind of fits. The closer, I think, most likely in this race is going to be Rich Strike, as he's proven in his couple of starts that he's going to come a little bit more off the pace, and he's facing a little bit faster fractions in this race as well. So kind of a moderate to fast pace. I think Epicenter and Rocket Dog are the most talented. My top selection in this race is going to be Epicenter. I think the connections on this one going to point for the first annual Gun Runner Stakes race. I think this horse can improve. A big win last time out at the 1 mile distance. Comes back here at the Fairgrounds. Exactas over Rocket Dog and Surfer Dude. You could very well make the case that Rocket Dog could improve in his second lifetime start. Most likely, those are your 2 winners, Epicenter or Rocket Dog. Down the road, I do think a horse like Rich Strike or Surfer Dude could still be a menace down the Kentucky Derby trail. That's a look at the Gun Runner Stakes. Don't forget, we got to look at the Kentucky Derby leaderboard at the links above, and the Kentucky Oaks leaderboard. And still to come next week, we've got big races coming up in the Sham Stakes and then the Jerome Stakes as we continue on the trail to the 2022 Kentucky Derby.